Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, we'll explore how to set up a Model Context Protocol or MCP, and we are going to be using Google's Cloud, fully managed cloud run platform to show the working and explain how MCP is intended to be used. MCP, nowadays you would have heard a lot, especially with AI. It is transforming the way AI agents interacts with tools, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to deploy your own MCP server in under 10 minutes. But before, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. And please check out and subscribe to our product, cloudmysite.com, and go get your free website up and running in no time, all done through AI, as well as we provide templates also for you to use. And also, if you want to use WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, go ahead and check it out. With this, let's get started. So what is MCP? The Model Context Protocol is an open standard that allows AI agents to securely and reliably interact with external tools. The agent acts as the MCP client, while tools or services like APIs or cloud platforms are the MCP servers. MCP supports two communication types: streamable HTTP via server sent events and standard input-output. MCP allows AI to operate with more structured control and real-time awareness. Evolution of MCP. Since MCP's introduction in 2024, it has evolved very quickly, and the cloud providers, Google, AWS, and Azure, have released multiple domain-specific MCP servers, not just for like one service, but pretty much for all of the service that they have. And AI tools like Amazon Q, Cursor, Klein, Cloud AI have now built-in support to talk to these MCP servers. The goal is clear: to make AI a first-class assistant across the entire cloud development lifecycle. So why use GCP for MCP, which is Google Cloud Platform for Model Context Protocol? Google Cloud Platform is a powerful fit for hosting MCP servers, specifically Cloud Run, and something I'll show you in the demo. It supports MCP servers that use streamable HTTP, making it easy to expose a scalable, secure endpoint to your AI agents. Cloud Run abstracts away infrastructure so you can focus on functionality, whether you're hosting your own server or using an official run from the community. Let's get to the demo. So this is the Google Cloud Console. You would have seen this in a lot of our earlier videos. You can go set it up. It doesn't take any money. All you would need to provide is a credit card, and the credit card will be used for any resources you spin. And if you're a student or if you're a first-time user, you may also be eligible for some amount of $200 discount that Google may be offering at that time. In the Google Cloud Console, just create a new Google Cloud project, because if you delete the project, all the resources associated with the project will also be deleted. So rather than going and trying to delete each individual resource, just the project deletion will simplify things. Now this is where I'll just give GCP MCP YouTube, so that I know, and choose the billing account that you want to give, and click create. So the project is now created, and this is where you need to provide the billing, and you would see this sort of a dashboard. We need to enable the Cloud Run admin API, for which just come to run.google.com, and you will need to enable Cloud Run admin API. Click enable. So the Cloud Run admin API is enabled, and we'll just activate the Cloud Shell for this particular project. Authorize. And the Cloud Shell you can also set up locally on your own laptop. But for the ease of, I'm just setting up the Cloud Shell on the browser itself. The Cloud Shell is ready now. give this command. So I give US East 1 and it updated the property. We'll use a container image where the remote MCP servers distributed as container images are essentially web servers that listen for HTTP requests on a specific port, which means they adhere to Cloud Run's container runtime contract and can be deployed to a Cloud Run service. To deploy an MCP server package as a container image, you need to have the URL of the container image and the port on which it expects to receive requests. This is the command where I'm saying gcloud run deploy, and the image I have chosen is this is the URL, which is MCP, and I've given port 3100 because we do a lot of React development and 3000 may be occupied. So now you get the service name. So you could give the service name as YouTube service, and just for testing, allow unauthenticated. For now, I'll say yes, but you should not have it yes. You should have it as no. Now this is deploying the container to Cloud Run service in this project. It'll take some time to get this deployed. Okay, so the service is now deployed. We need to run the Cloud Run proxy to securely expose the remote MCP server to your client using the proper credentials. So now you see this is where it is a 127 proxies to this particular URL. So now open a PowerShell. And create a folder, empty folder. You can give it any name. I just gave it MCP-on Cloud Run. And in this, you can install using the command PowerShell execution policy. And this all command will also be part of the blog. So it has installed. It downloaded from Astral UV and installed it. Let's give it a few minutes to come to the prompt. And now we'll reinstall the FastAgent MCP. This is in, let me run it in the command prompt. And in PowerShell. Okay, now it initialized because the path was not set. So now we are able to install the FastAgent MCP. And FastAgent, you can check it out at fast-agent.ai. FastAgent enables you to create and interact with sophisticated agents and workflows in minutes. It is the first framework with complete end-to-end tested MCP feature support, including sampling. Model support is comprehensive with native support for Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google, as well as Azure, Orama, DeepSeek, and dozens of others via TensorZero. Okay, so FastAgent is now set up. You can open in your favorite editor. So this is VS Code, and this is the project. The MCP-on-Cloud Run is what you can see. And now open pyproject.toml file. And in this, just ensure your name, version, and requires Python. Let me just do this 310 and dependencies. Now let's create the additional files we need. A server.py for our MCP server code, a test_server.py that we will use to test our remote server, and a Docker file for our Cloud Run deployment. So let's create all these files, which is so server.py. test server.py. And a Docker file. So all these should be parallel with the 2ml file. So now let's set up gcloud. For installing gcloud on your Windows, you can directly come to the gcloud SDK and download it. Once downloaded, just follow the navigation. This is the Google Cloud. You follow the prompt. I just like to don't have any spaces because sometimes it causes problem. And provide the location and click install. You could have these options as well, cloud tools or PowerShell, bundle Python, and the installation rule start. Okay, so installation is completed, and now it will open the command prompt. And this is where welcome to Cloud CLI, but you must sign in. So click yes. Yes, I do want to sign in. Choose the account that you want to log in and click allow. And now it'll give a message you are authenticated with gcloud CLI. Just choose the project. In this case, I want to use number 4. And it will provide this option that, okay, now what we'll set up is a MCP server, right, to do this setup. We will use FastMCP to create a simplistic MCP server that has 2 tools, add and subtract. FastMCP provides a fast Pythonic way to build MCP servers and clients. And now I have a ready to use code that I can copy to my server.py. And this is a pretty simplistic code where just adding and subtracting based on the setup. And here we are going to be using the streamable HTTP transport as it is the recommended transport for remote servers. But if you want, you can also use SSC to backward compatibility. So now let's deploy our simple MCP to Cloud Run. And for that, we will copy and paste this code to our Docker file. So where we are saying Python 3.13 and copy.app, Python buffered, and all these commands to run. Run this command and click yes. Yeah, I do want to enable the APIs that is enabling, and click yes. It is deploying, and it will be similar to the earlier one where a proxy message will be there, after which you could send your requests to get additional responses. Okay, so our gcloud MCP server has been set up in US East 1, and this is the final output. And what I also did was I wanted to run start the proxy server as well, and for the MCP server in the US East 1 region. Now this required the installation of Cloud Run proxy component to be installed, and that is where I just have installed it. And this is the Cloud Run proxy. It is set up and it is giving the output proxying to Cloud Run server. And this is the setup. I verified that. And this is where it is saying in the Google Cloud it is running. Okay, so this is incorrect. I had to put it like this. This is how you will be putting the code. It is similar to the Node.js, and for some reason I just had incorrectly added it. Now let's go back and try running again. Okay, so the server is finally running. Now with this running, we can send requests to it, and it will be able to provide us the response interface with the setup, which is Google Cloud, and provide us the necessary setup. Now in this case, it is a simple program, but you can extend it further to provide the required output. So hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, share, and drop in a comment for any other video you would like to watch. Thank you and have a good day.